All right, so moving on. Where am I? Page 53. No, page 52. I already read. Oh, no, I didn't get to read it. Hold up. Here we go. Additional evidence of a Hebrew presence in ancient New England in the area of the 20-acre temple site discussed earlier is seen in the residual presence of hundreds of Semitic Hebrew root words in the languages of the Eastern Algonquin Indians. Since the Ten Commandments in ancient Hebrew have been found in both Ohio and New Mexico, locations quite distant from one another, it indicates that ancient Israelite explorations and or colonizations to the New World were widespread. Egyptian presence in the New World has been found in the writing system of the Wabanaki Micmac Indians, an Algonquin tribe of Maine, in an ancient tablet found on Long Island in New York, and on the Iowa stela mentioned earlier in this chapter. An inscription in ancient Ogham and Libyan, the languages of Egyptian sailors, was found along the Rio Grande River of Texas, which indicates an Egyptian Libyan king named Shishunk visited North America in ancient times. All right, page 67. This book is full of good stuff, man. See, this is what you got to get into. Given the evidence of presented earlier that these fleets were present in the Pacific, Atlantic, and Indian Oceans and in the New World, oh, man. Some of Solomon's royal visitors could have been from the New World. Come from the New World. In such an event, we can see ways in which the reign of Solomon typifies and prophesied reign of Yahushua on earth. Jewish readers could visualize the reign of the promised Messiah. Okay, so moving on. What else do we have? Let's see. Page 84. Israel's presence in America. Even though we've already read a lot of stuff that proves that. All right, it says Presidents Thomas Jefferson and William Henry Harrison, scientists, many eminent clergymen, and others speculated that the mounds and earthworks were built by either by Egyptians, Norsemen, or the lost tribes of Israel. Wow. Page 111. This book is full of good stuff. So how could you say that the so-called Hispanics are not Israelites? That's insane. Another ancient stela was found in Oklahoma, perhaps as old as 800 BC. Salat for 1 second. Oh man, need water. Which included an Iberian Punic inscription and mentioned both the Israelite Phoenician god Baal and the Egyptian god Ra. Phallic symbols, relics, and inscriptions of the mother goddess religion, the religion of King Ahab and Queen Jezebel of Israel, have been found, photographed, and detailed in the former Phoenician colony of New England region of ancient America. The fact that one of the representations of the ancient American mother goddess is Tanith, the Carthaginian mother goddess who was worshipped as the spouse of Baal, will become significant in the next chapter. Carthage, like Gades, was a Semitic colony of the Israelite-Phoenician alliance, but it was not founded until the century when King Ahab ruled Israel. 112, page 112. Fell also observes concerning an ancient phallus stone found in Vermont, the Celtic festival of Beltane, held on May Day, originally in pagan times, included revels danced around an erect phallus. In Europe, after Christianity was introduced, the phallus was replaced by a maypole. Oh, this is good. The Celts were Semitic people from Israel, Phoenicia's colonial areas in Europe, and they cooperated with their kinsmen, the Carthaginians, in frequenting the pagan temples of the New World as Israel declined into oblivion in the Eastern Mediterranean. Wow. Page 291. Roman artifacts have also been found in the New World. Boland comments on Roman artifacts found on the American East Coast. In Saga America, Dr. Fell documents that Roman coins, artifacts, and inscriptions have been found in the American states of Alabama, Tennessee, New Hampshire, Massachusetts, Connecticut, Georgia, and others. Dr. Fell's comments on Jewish coins, 2nd century AD, being found in Kentucky and the Missouri-Arkansas border region, confirming that sailing routes from Judea to North America were known in the early Christian era. Dr. Fell also wrote concerning a Hebrew inscription found in Tennessee. The Bat Creek stone from Tennessee, supposed by the Smithsonian finders to be Cherokee, but recognized by all Hebrew scholars who have studied it as a Hebrew text of the 1st century AD, Dr. Robert Stieglitz of New York reads it as a comet for the Hebrews, with reference to Halley's Comet, which hung over Jerusalem like a flaming sword in the year 69 AD during the First Revolt. The evidence suggests that Kentucky and Tennessee became havens of refuge for persecuted Hebrews. Wow. That is a cut. All right, page 360. In fact, American Indian tribes manifested a diversity in physical appearance, language, and customs which confirm that their ancestors also had diverse origins. For example, well, this is reading on. For example, an ancient inscription from the 1st century AD found on a stone in Tennessee was assumed to be Cherokee until it was properly identified as Hebrew. Regarding the Ten Commandments inscription found in New Mexico, it was easily identified as ancient Hebrew by a member of the Hebrew and Middle Eastern Studies of Harvard University, who added that a number of Hebrew inscriptions have been found in America, chiefly in the southeast in Indian graves. The Kickapoos were a division of the Sac or Sauk Indians who lived in the American Great Lakes region. Like Isaac, Sauk. Now, the last thing I want to read up is to show you how the white man's the fucking devil. They try to cover up this knowledge so you wouldn't get it. Check this out. In the late 1800s, the Smithsonian issued a pronouncement that Columbus had been the first to discover America, and archaeologists and historians who disagreed with that view were politely asked to resign their positions in the universities. Think about that. That's literally making the white man a deceiver. Anybody who disagreed, any scholar who called himself disagreeing with Columbus discovered America was asked to resign. And this asked to resign is literally either you resign or we're going to fucking do something to make you resign. We're going to get you out of here one way or the other, resign. That's what that means. But with that, I hope this edified, the elect out there, and if it didn't, and for a lot of you that ain't the elect, fuck you. You got edified anyway because, you can tell the history and the facts prove that the so-called Hispanics are part of this nation of Israel. All the ancient relics and things that were found in America, all the wars that happened in Europe, Africa, and the Middle East, and a lot of refugees dispersed to different places, and a lot of them came here to the Americas. So with that, I'm going to say all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, double honors to the